to be in between 5'9" and 6'2".
¿Qué veo? ¿Un rival?
Nah, nah. No, no rivales, no rivales para mí.
Oh,
That's a
that's
statement, that's a statement.
statement.
And that's Sephiroth! Oh my god, that's the first time in a hot minute that I have seen Cloudy Sephiroth. I'm so much excited about this. And for some reason that I did not know, we are going to Smashville, even though Smashville is a counter pick. What?
Maybe
It's game number 1. Tournament. Yeah.
I agree.
They're having fun.
I like Smash Bros, man. And plus, Sephiroth is actually quite good within Smash. Using that rotating platform, the Octo Slash, occasionally the back throw to back air, that combo is just it's just murder, especially for Sephiroth. But nothing that Roy can't do either. So I'm very interested to see exactly how the platform will affect now that we're going to be seeing this type of counterplay, specifically within big tournaments that are going to be using hazards on this type of rule sets and the such. And I like this a lot. And we're seeing exactly Cloudy's the one that's actually within the advantage right now, taking quite a good amount of a lead and then immediately taking the stock, exploding the Giggle Fire within his face. Goodbye, boy.
And on the other hand, goodbye, Cloudy as well. You know, if you were to ask me, like, honestly speaking, why is Jab 4 Smash a thing? Why? I don't know.
Why not?
I don't know why it doesn't go. Oh my god, what are you doing, Cloudy? That's a stock cancel. That's the forbidden technique of the hidden lips in the south. Sadly, Cloudy has already given up the second saga that he had to offer against Goblin. He was already winning on such a great fashion against Goblin on the first saga. What happens? He received a jab to force match, and then he decided to forfeit the second saga because he did not feel like playing this any longer. So currently, Cloudy is at the verge of losing. He's already in disadvantage, not only on the matter of stock and the matter of percentages, but also on the matter of momentum, because of course this is gonna be a morale thing. This is gonna hit a little bit on your mentality, and you just gotta retaliate from that. You just gotta bounce back from it and try to get the best of what you can do with this current stock that you're holding.
But I mean, Sephiroth can actually do that. Like, he has a mechanic that is compromised of doing that actually, which is the one.
Oh my god,
no, he doesn't die. No, oh my god, Goblin, you're insane. Running off and hitting them like that. You know what? Yeah, I got these. This is why Smash Bros. is supposed to have hazards off. This is why the platform's supposed to stay in the center. This is like, oh my god, this is very, very nice. I really, really like the play that he did right there. He knew that he could close it off as soon as possible using something like back air if he could have done it, but no, he said, you know what, easy, simple, let's get this taken care of. And boom, knocks him out, takes him out of the platform, takes him out of the game, and into game number 2. The Goblin with a very, very nice and impressive lead right there. Also, a good knowledge of the stage in general.
Yeah, of course. So we're gonna go to game number 2. This is gonna be Cloudy against, once again, Goblin on not Pokemon Stadium 2, of course. It's gonna be a small battlefield, and once again, this placebo. It's we're actually, well, what I'm actually listening to right now is Sephiroth's theme.
Ooh.
Yeah.
He powered up, bro.
He brought it up. He brought the counter break, the music counter break on game number 2. You gotta know that things got tense after game number 1.
Of course, but oh my god! Right there trying to hit the spike, but no, the Octo Slash evading the second one right there, and Cloudy with the good knowledge right there. Ooh, attempting to break that shield with the down smash, but once again, the spot dodge making itself a good amount of work. You gotta be careful in those type of situations, especially because Cloudy is a known ledge staller. He loves the ledge. It's like, I don't know, it's like his girlfriend, because you constantly see him. I don't want to finish that sentence. So sorry about that.
Yeah,
but
yes.
Don't worry. But yes, we see that he loves it. He loves
it. One thing that I gotta add on is the fact that you said ledge staller as if it was a kind of felony. You just said, like, he's a known and recognized ledge staller, as if it was any kind of felony that was being prosecuted in Mexico. Why? that was something that I did not expect. That's fortunately gonna take off the first stock. It's Cloudy up the stock against Goblin, but how long that's gonna last? We already saw what happened before. He just lost the stock to a gap forward smash, and then he just suicided. What's gonna go happen afterwards? I do not know, but I surely wish I think that you had a point. This feels like felony. This feels like something that could be prosecuted with.
This is a crime. This is a crime.
United States of Mexico. They feels like something that could be prosecuted.
This is a federal crime. Look at him just grabbing the ledge infinitely. What is this, puffin melee? What is going on? Cloudy using everything within his tool set. He said, you know what? I didn't like the way that I lost the first game. Boom, you know what? You give me a ledge, I'm going to use that ledge. And he is using it like you have no idea. Once again, but now it seems like the Goblin has had enough. He actually went for him. It was like, nah, you know what? I ain't having this. I ain't having this in this occasion. He got one punish and then that's it. He gets hit with the Octo Flash and now we're going to start resetting neutral. But no, Cloudy had the option to reset neutral to make it towards the center of the stage. But no, he doesn't want to do that at all. But he knows that this is very awkward because he knows that Roy doesn't really have like the best thing in order to punish that game. And you see Goblin going all the other way to the stage just to grab the ledge himself and avoid those projectiles that he had circling around him. And then he just goes and takes the stock. What an impressive gameplay we're having right here, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus Christ.
After Cloudy has already lost first stock, he already lost control of the ledge as well, and getting back against Goblin, he just charged off that Jiggle Flare all the way to the max, and of course that's gonna be enough. That hitbox just hits too hard, hits too heavy, and covers quite a lot. Of course, now that Cloudy is currently holding that advantage against Goblin, he's just not gonna let it slide. He's just not gonna commit to anything else. He's just gonna do his own thing, just trying to chill out, hang on the ledge, and once again, we start with the felony thing. This is gonna happen for quite a while. I feel like we're watching with a trainer at this point.
You know what, ladies and gentlemen, go grab a popcorn.
Oh my god, that was raw! Eso estuvo crudo, mi hermano.
That was great by Cloudy right there, comboing off of the projectiles and then actually being able to hit. That was very, very good. Comboing, oh Jesus, it's just that Sephiroth is just such a good character. Like we're seeing it right now, constantly being able to capitalize off of Raw in small interactions, like we're seeing it right there. Like you don't expect that to hit you so fast like the way it hit you, and then that angle, it's just so comboable. Like you can hit it with up air, you can hit it with back air, you can hit it with the forward air. Even if you were able to time it correctly and you knew that your opponent was going to screw up while he was trying to, get away from them, you time it with an Octo Slash. Like, it's that easy to combo into. But the thing is, it's very hard to actually get somebody to fall for it. Placing them in a position where they do that, this is why Sephiroth is the master of conditioning. He has every single tool to do that.
Oh my god, you had one job.
Where did he go?
Okay. Goblin just counterpicked Cloudy to find an dreams. He was already also counterpicking the song. So what we're currently listening on the background is gonna be the versus Mark's team. He had one job, just fade out Bloom in the Moonlight, and that was gonna be a lit match today. Ladies and gentlemen, this is just quite distasteful for my taste.
I really don't know about that, man. I thought you were gonna complain about
Bloom
like
in the Moonlight is a banger.
I don't know. I thought you were gonna complain about something like the matchup or something like that. But I mean, come on. He's like the most Mexico's most wanted ledge staller, and you gave him a bigger ledge.
We had
what
the
are
chance
you
to
doing?
feel listening fail of Bloom in the Moonlight. Cloudy's already at 129%. This is actually on the verge of losing that first stock and getting the first momentum on Goblin's side. Man, I am such a distressed after we did not get that song.
I mean, come on. Well, anyways, let's just concentrate a little bit back into the match because Cloudy is struggling to keep up on this right now with everything moving around. Ooh, nice air dodge on behalf of Goblin right there, trying to get out of that situation, but gets immediately stuffed out any attempts from coming from Cloudy in order to try to continue and close up the gap. But careful now. Ooh, he comes back to the stage properly and starts taking this within his advantage here. I see that Cloudy is constantly trying to attack after Goblin is within a range, but I don't see him using that range to his advantage, even though Sephiroth has one of the biggest swords of the game.
Yeah, of course. I see what you did there. Even though Sephiroth has one of the biggest swords in the game, of course, the way that the hitboxes that Sephiroth throws at you work, they just don't let you abuse that without any kind of punishment. So even though Cloudy has a lot of range, all that he can do when in neutral against Roy specifically to his speed is just try to poke him out, just try to walk him out. It's not something that's gonna be flashy as Royce's versus Ward, for example. But of course, it's gonna be effective as long as Cloudy keeps within that range of marksmanship. So it's already 120 Teddy every start. It's 150. It's gonna be a less tough situation. Cloudy's just gonna try to react to anything that Goblin throws at him, but of course that's gonna be a roll into jab. It's quite effective, not enough to avoid that upper, but of course enough just to keep on that pressure against Cloudy, which is already losing this game number 4.
I understand the play style that Cloudy's trying to adapt, but it seems like a smaller stage with fewer variable options that he's trying to hit right there, like variable escape options. I feel like this is very inclined towards Roy, as we're seeing right now with the back throw trying to throw him towards the center of the stage because he knows that the play style that Cloudy has will favor him if he throws him outside of the game, outside of the stage as well. And now we're seeing that, finally gets that up air, not gonna kill just yet. That wing is actually putting in a little bit of extra work. Like I mentioned, he's at the ledge again. Get him off of there. That's something you have to do, and then he dies. Less than 100% off of one up air. That's the power of the one-winged angel. That it doesn't even look like a one-winged angel. He looks like safer Sephiroth right now.
Of course. So we're currently facing Cloudy that once again has all that momentum against Goblin. That's gonna be quite even if you ask me, now that Goblin just took on that stock. And one thing that I didn't notice myself, but I saw that the chat was quite understanding of the situation, is that Goblin constantly throws Cloudy back into the stage. You see, in this kind of position where Cloudy just gets a hold of the ledge, every single time that Goblin grabs him, he just throws him back into the stage. Something that you do not see at any level of the game. You usually see people that they throw each other outside of the stage to gain stage control, but no, it's that thing that Goblin just throws him back so he can contest him directly.
Exactly, and that's what you want to do against Cloudy, like he's doing right there. He understands that the ground game is where he's going to win, and what is he doing? He's taking him into the terrain that he knows. That's actually within the art of war. If people aren't within it, the art of war states that you have to take your opponents to the place that you know best. But the thing is, how can you take it to the place that you know best once you blow up into a million little pieces and you are able to shake this game? The tiebreaker with your favorite Cloudy with the shield break, impressive right there. All that conditioning, every single thing that had to be done within the end was done perfectly well. He took the second stock in an early fashion to make him gain the advantage in order to lead up towards this moment. Cloudy, the mastermind, as we're seeing right here, with one small poke, and then we see the down smash. Boom, poke him right in the pata, and then we're going to see him bye-bye, looking like the 4th of July.
Okay. Oh my god. This whole time when you were talking, when you were commenting on that fact, I was just like, oh no, hermano, acabas de escudar en contra de Sephiroth con el ala prendida. ¿Qué acabas de hacer, amigo? That was the one single thought that was crossing my mind during that whole sequence. So this is game number 4. This is the actual game number 4. It's 2-1 Cloudy's favor. What's gonna happen? As you can already tell, Cloudy's actually playing a little bit more aggressive than he was before. As long as Cloudy doesn't have any kind of aesthetic advantage against his opponent, he's just gonna be on his opponent's face every single time. So that's exactly what he's going on for right now. It's already working, but I don't know what's going on Goblin's set up the game. I feel like he's been staying the most of the game number 4 so far, on the ledges instead of just going for Cloudy, or Cloudy's coverage is just that good.
What can you do once you're conditioned against this monster of a character that is Sephiroth? It's very, very hard to recover in mentality, and that's not something that a lot of players can do. We're seeing that right now Goblin is actually attempting to do so, and we're seeing that Cloudy with the air dodge right there, perfect synergy in order to be able to avoid that double-edged cancer. Once again with the blazing head, with the up B and the blazer. That's what it's called. Fire and Mr. rotting my mind. And here we go. The ledge once again. The up air. Bye-bye, Sephiroth. No wing for you. No good exploit from that. And we're going back into an even game in regards to stocks, but the percentage can vary at any moment here. You see that Cloudy loves to be at the ledge, but nobody likes to mention the fact that Goblin is very, very good at avoiding him to getting through the ledge.
Of course. So this is gonna be once again such a read that Cloudy was going for. That was not gonna be the case. Of course, Goblin, such a great player, knows how to not commit the very same mistake over and over again. He's already taking all the advantage against Cloudy, and of course, this is not gonna be the 15th, right? This is not gonna be a game changer or a set downer. We're just trying to get to game number 5, and Goblin, who was making such a great case on his favor, is already at the verge of losing the second stock, taking a lot of damage and a lot of coverage from Cloudy's options back into the stage. And here's the Mexican's most wanted staller coming back at its sting.
Jesus Christ, somebody put a bounty on this man's head, because you're seeing him right there. He's committing a crime, ladies and gentlemen, and Goblin is not having any of it. He immediately retaliates with a jab to the back there, the bread and butter, but it's ever so crisp like we're seeing it right now. And once again, Cloudy with the advantage, but not to be taken very lightly, because Goblin is also within the range that he is most effective at. And he's starting to take games into his own mind. And you see, I see that Cloudy, what he's doing, he's not adapting to Goblin's playstyle. He's not adapting to the fact that Goblin likes to play super fast. He's like always constantly on the move. He's actually forcing Goblin to play at his own pace, and that's something that's actually being very, very effective for Cloudy right now. However, Goblin is noticing this as well, and he's starting to retaliate in his own manner. You know what? You thought I was aggressive? You have no idea. And that's something that Cloudy can struggle to adapt to, but I don't really see him doing too much about it, because he knows that as long as he has that root and that he's at the ledge, the game is in his favor.
Yeah, of course. But there's only so much that you can do while being on the ledge. Sadly, that was going to be Cloudy's cases. He's not going to be able to make it back after that. We're going to go to game number 5. This is a 2-2 between these two players, and it's the first time so far in this pool that we had to commentate that we are getting to this point. You know, I'm actually quite glad that we're taking this all the way to game number 5, because I love the way that they have been adapting to each other and evolving winning the match.
This is exactly what people like to see within these tournaments, man. They like to see that people tend to go out of their way, out of the normal play style, to just grab a little bit of a glance at what could be, what they could be, tap into their potential and understand exactly what they aspire to be. Testing themselves, honing their blades against other players. This is exactly why other people love it, and this is why Smash is such an excellent spectator sport. And this is why, honestly, I'm also blessed in order to be able to see this. And we have home stage advantage here. We're seeing Northern Cape, and I don't know about this. This is looking within Cloudy's mentality and his mindset. This could be.
Oh my God, that's gonna be.
He doesn't understand. Oh, careful now. No way.
Yeah, of course. He just got that little 1% that he needed for the one wing angle trigger to activate. That was exactly what he needed, what he requested, and what's gonna be of help right now. That's gonna be the poke that's gonna change the fights of this game. And now Cloudy is already winning on this 5th match that we're currently having on this night tonight. But on the other hand, he was not prepared for that raw force smash that was coming from the moist boy that is Goblin.
Careful now. Every time that he's within the ledge, that's a problem for Goblin. And you see, like the ledge, you have to avoid the ledge like in general, man. Like just avoid it in general. It's a problem if Roy's in the ledge, and it's a problem if Cloudy's at the ledge. And that's something that like you have to understand. Just avoid the ledge. Take the game towards the center, and that's exactly what Goblin's doing. Not right now, because he just had to complete that combo. But that's very, very nice of Cloudy, like dominating and establishing. You know what? This is my territory. Like this is mine. Like this is exactly where I strive at. So you can be careful now, because at the ledge you are at his will, Sephiroth's will. He can and may do everything within his grasp to make you understand that you are not safe on the stage or out of it.
that you're never gonna forget him. You're never gonna get rid of him, of course. But so far, Goblin is actually making quite a case to getting rid of Sephiroth himself. Yes, you can already tell this is gonna be the stock. Ooh, that was the SAR spot. Almost at the sweet spot of percent to be able to close that stock, but that was not quite the case right now. That upper is quite strong, but not enough as well. Cloudy just chasing him all the way to the blast zone. Finally does it, and as you can already tell, Cloudy's winning. But how long that's gonna last? He's just gonna be once again chilling at the ledge, at the stage, but of course that platform is also gonna aid a little bit of Goblin because he's got a little bit of extra mobility to try to pressure Cloudy not to stall quite long enough.
I feel like Goblin hasn't been using one of his best options against Sephiroth that's at the ledge, and the likes to use Octo Slash as much as Cloudy loves to do it himself. His counter. He hasn't been using his counter at all, and that could actually benefit him in a way where if Cloudy doesn't move himself fast enough in order to get back to what he wants, he's gonna have a hard time. And now we're seeing it exactly that. Be careful once again because that damage could rack up, and we're seeing it right now. 1, 2, repeat it again. The damage starts accumulating more and more and more and more, and not only that, but the momentum. That chip damage can help you out in order to just regain the momentum, just place yourself within the match. And I'm just seeing it right now from Goblin using every single one of Void's tools within his arsenal in order to be able to do that. Right now, Fear, I feel that Cloudy may feel that he's within the grasp of the match, but I feel the same thing coming from Goblin.
Yes, of course. As you can already tell, both of them are quite at kill percent at each other. That's going to be a back throw, that's going to be a tech chase. There was no tech, but of course the coverage of no tech is also quite enough online. It's 105 against 1, it's 78, and as you can already tell, Goblin is just looking for any kind of option, any kind of thing that could start off the very beginning of the end of this set. Quite even on percentage, but I just feel that all the momentum goes, and all the momentum and stage control goes to Goblin.
Counter, man. You saw, dude. Just use your counter, please.
Oh
that
my goodness.
That kills at the ledge. No, wait. Oh, is that
yeah,
it?
That's it.
Is that going to be it?
You're delayed. You're a little bit
very
delayed.
Well
yeah.
done by Goblin. Yeah, a little bit of a lag, but I mean, come on. You had the counter. You just made everybody dude. Just please use it. Why would you make us down like that? But yeah, I mean, if it works, don't fix it. And we finally see the back air come out, and Goblin barely being able to scrape that victory out of Cloudy's hands. This was a fight for first seed, by the way. The person who gets second, which in this case seems to be Cloudy, is going to fight against Spargo round 1.
Actually, after this, I feel like Goblin was actually the one that got the first seed. So it's gonna be Spargo against Goblin on the first match of tomorrow.
Was it first seed against first seed? I thought it was first against second. Am I wrong?
I'm not totally sure actually, but in any case, shoutouts to Goblin who actually crossed this pool on the first seed. I have a cup, but it's a little bit empty, so cheers to that.
Thank you.
So,
Dr. Pepper. Superior soda, by the way.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Shut up! I didn't ask your opinion, you hotcakes con mostaza, Pircero.
Maldita sea.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Shut up. Anyways, we're going up to our next match. We're going to be having Bonilla. We're going to be having Bonilla against Reggie, a match that we haven't really seen at all. That's going to be nice.
Yeah, of course, it's gonna be Guadalajara against Chiapas. They're quite close, but not quite close enough to be able to compete with each other. I feel like this could be one of the very few times that they had the chance to compete.